Good morning, traders, and welcome to the webinar today. So this is the Good morning, traders. This is the webinar that is we're going to cover how to prepare for the competition that we have for crypto. That will be Wednesday through Friday. I'll get more into the details in just a second. But let's go through the disclosure. General disclosure, all Bookmap Limited materials, information, and presentations are for educational purposes only and should not be considered specific investment advice nor recommendations. Risk disclosure, trading futures, equities, and digital currencies involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, so let's jump in here and go through some things about this competition. So we're going to have an event. Let me just show you that first. On the competition is where to get information. Just go to bookmap.com. You'll see it here, and this is how you can register. So click on the links here. And then what you'll need to do then is then log into your Bookmap account. If you don't have a Bookmap account, you will need to create one. Then you will download for Windows here and also for Mac here. All right, download and install Bookmap. And then it will ask you to also sign up or give yourself a name for the competition. Once you have that, then we're going to go to the competition page here. Right, that'll take you here, and you can scroll down and read about the prizes here. Okay, some really nice prizes. Global Plus Lifetime for first place plus $2,000 cash prize. Second place, Global Plus Lifetime subscription, and then third is 1 year of Global Plus subscription. There is also a random drawing for a Global Plus Lifetime subscription, I believe. You need to join, and you might win that one. All right, if you don't win the first top three here, and then you can learn about all the different rules, etc. here from the drop downs, the time, the duration, instrument, etc. There's a leaderboard, hasn't begun yet, but once the competition begins, which is tomorrow, Wednesday at 12 p.m. UTC. That will be East Coast time, 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. And then learn more about it here. There's some resources, the Learning Center, and also some FAQs here. All right. So the Learning Center is actually something I wanted to show here. If you go to the Learning Center, hold on. Bookmap Learning Center here. Okay. Yeah, so in here, let's go down to the calendar. This is what I wanted to show. There are several events that we're having for the rest of the week for this crypto competition. All right, so today is Tuesday. You can see the webinar here. Crypto competition setups and event details with Bruce. Also, we have just one today. Tomorrow, I think we have 2 or 3. You can see that 9 a.m. There will be the same crypto competition setups and event details here. We're going to go through maybe screenshots, etc. of trades. We may even have an open mic, etc. Then we also have crypto with Alejo, but this is in Spanish. He will go through competition stuff. We also have John Slazas at 1 p.m. East Coast time, going through the way that he trades crypto and for the competition. On Thursday, we have another event here at 9 a.m. East Coast time, and we'll go through again setups, event details, and we'll have more information or more trading activity to debrief as well, and go through how to help or give feedback on people's trading activity. And then on Friday, the competition will be over at 8 a.m. However, we'll have the crypto kind of debriefing and Ask Me Anything, a webinar from 10 to 11:30. All right, so lots of events for the competition. This is where you can find more information about it. You need to sign up. All right, now there is one more thing to take a look at here from the knowledge base. I want to show you that. You can scroll down here and actually link to it. It's from, how do you sign up? Let's see. Hold on a minute. We'll just go to the knowledge base here. Hold on. Knowledge base. And for the crypto competition. Hold on a minute. Where is it exactly? It is instruments traded. Let's see, starting capital. Hold on just a moment here. Well, I'll find that link to the knowledge base. What I want to show though is the there's a new YouTube video on how to connect as well. We just uploaded it here, so I'm going to put this into the link for you guys as well. Share this link in the chat so that you can connect to Bookmap. All right. Thomas, so you're already having some issues. All right, so maybe this video link that I just shared will help. Okay. All right, let's see, what else do we have here? All right, so in the I also want to show that we're going to continue chats in here right now. This is the chat room that we have set up for you. It's under our Discord channel here, Bookmap Trading Competition. Go here, and this is where we're going to use or display any information that you may need regarding the competition or answer any questions. Resources, etc. They'll all be within this Discord channel here. All right, so let's see. Thomas, you were already saying that you're having problems connecting. So you don't know how to, or you can't choose the trading instrument or trading mode. All right, so let's go through the whole process here right now for you, and this will help everyone else as well. Okay, so we're gonna, once you've downloaded and installed Bookmap, let's double click on the desktop icon. Okay, now this video that I just shared with you, we'll go through all these details in here. However, we're going to go through it in maybe a bit longer here and answer any questions. All right, so the video is about 6.5 minutes long. But first thing you need to do when you open up your trading mode, this might have been the error, Thomas, so you may need to restart Bookmap. You need to be in trading mode. All right, that's important. I also recommend do not connect to any previously opened workspaces, and we're going to start afresh here. I would recommend recording your live data and recording your orders, your trading activity. Then you can use this in Bookmap replay mode for later, for debriefing. So you can really learn a lot through that replay mode. It is an underutilized feature in Bookmap that we've had since the very beginning. All right, let's click OK. And let's see here. Well, yeah, we'll update that in Python. And now let's go up to connections. This is what we need to do. We have not connected to any platform. So go up to connections. And actually, let's I'm going to go from the very, very beginning here. All right. So I'm going to actually deselect or remove the trading simulator and also Bookmap data, and we'll start all afresh here. Okay. All right, so let's go up to connections, and you can see I'm not connected to anything at the moment, so we're going to configure a connection. Click on configure, and then in here we need to add a platform. Click on this button here, and that takes you to our Bookmap add-ons manager, and then this is the section here, Bookmap Connect Layer 0, for the adapters for the exchanges to connect to. Right now, this is the installed adapters that I have. We need to scroll down and go to the ones that are available for install here, and we're going to select two. One is the trading simulator. Now, another one, Thomas, if you do not have Bookmap, version 7.4 build 18 or greater, you will not see this here, or it might be grayed out. Okay, so you'll need to close your Bookmap, download and install that latest 7.4 build 18 or 19, and then restart Bookmap, and then come back in here, and then you should see the trade simulator, and let's click install. All right, so that's been installed. Now let's scroll down to the bottom again, and available for install. You may or may not have already installed it. If you have not, it will be here. Bookmap data. Let's click install. And now we've installed it. All right. And now we can click OK. And then what we need to do now is add a connection. We've added the platform. Now we add the connection. Click add connection. And from the drop down here, scroll down, and you should see available the trade simulator here. Let's select it and click OK. Let's go back to connections. Now you can see the trade simulator. Let's configure. Let's add another connection here. From the drop down, we're going to scroll down a little bit, and we're going to select Bookmap data and click OK. Now let's go back to connections and select both of them, trade simulator and Bookmap data. Right now I've selected them both, but no instrument is selected. We need to click on the plus tab up here, so let's do that. And then from the drop down platform here, select Bookmap data. Type is competition, exchange is multi-book, symbol that we're using only for this competition is BTC USDT, a tether. And then historical data, just stick with 1 hour cloud data for now. Tick size, select 1. If you have a less powerful PC, you may need to use 10. Okay, so try 1. If you really get bogged down with 1, then you'll have to kind of click on the plus tab, close the symbol, click on the plus tab, and add another symbol in the same BTC USDT, and then select 10 as your tick size. Granularity, always use 0.01, and let's click subscribe. All right, now Bookmap pops up. It actually opened here by default the trade control panel. I am set to go basically. However, I need to do a couple more things before starting to place orders. So if you don't see the trade control panel, open it up here, click on the padlock, and then this is the cross instrument trading panel here. You need to use this feature in Bookmap. We've had it for a long time. It's a great feature. It allows you to trade like from the ES E-mini chart into the ES micro, for example. All right, but the way we're going to use it here is you are going to trade from Bookmap data for the competition into your trading simulator account. So click on the drop down and select BTC USD, and then you'll select start. Okay, now if you don't see this panel here, it may be hidden. All right, so let's just actually hide it now, and I'm going to demo it again. Right click in here, and then you'll see add panel, and then add cross instruments trading panel. It should pop up. Select BTC USDT here, and then click on start. Okay, now there's your confirmation. Now you can see that we have the option here to trade from either the chart, the dome, or both. I'll select both, and this pin will keep the ability to trade from this chart always open. All right, so you might want to use that feature. Okay, now all we need to do is select the size that we want to trade. Okay, so we can select 1, 0.1, 0.5, whatever. Let's just for demo, let's select 0.1, and we can start selecting or placing some trades. Now, I also want to show you. We'll start to place all sorts of different trades in here. However, before we go there, let's go back to this Learning Center. Click on the link up here in the top right. That'll take you here. Go to this Getting Started guide or course here. And then in here, you'll see this section for trading. Okay, click on that, and then these videos here will go through how to trade from the Bookmap chart or from trading in general. All right, so this is your go-to for learning how to trade. All right, so now we're all set to trade. Okay, now let's set an order here. I will left click below the market here, and I just set my limit buy order here. Okay, and also drag them around, etc. Yeah, I'll be a buyer if price comes back down here, and I'll be right in front of the liquidity that we see here on the bid. Okay, we're trading into high liquidity right now at 27,160. Okay, and let's see if there's more buyers in here that maybe push this through. There they go. All right, so just back up to the top of the range up in here. Right now, let's just cancel all orders here or flatten the position. Okay, and then we'll start to look for some opportunities in here, and what to look for. Right, let me get back to some of the questions in here. I just went through this as quick as I can in here, basically, to try to get you guys up and running so you have that first, and then we can go through more information in here and cover more details. All right, so let me take a look here at the questions. Morning, Deborah. Louise, thank you. You're already helping out here. Trading mode, you'll need to use trading mode for the competition. It will be available via that trading simulator. All right. Yeah, so if you're a current Bookmap subscriber and you have global, you will still have trading capabilities here for the competition. No problem. The chart should not be lagging behind. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, operator 19. Yeah, high-end PC should be fine. Not sure. You may. I don't know what tick value you chose. Okay, and also you should be connected directly with wire. No, I haven't had any issues, and I have it's a gaming PC, but it's kind of lower end gaming PC. It's not that powerful. You guys have a lot more powerful systems than I do. Okay, I think I'm caught up on questions there, okay, Alois, yep, thanks. I see you also in Discord here. Why do you get notification? Not enough balance. Yeah, that's an odd one. D, I have run into this issue as well. Even though you do have plenty of margin, margin is kind of an issue. So let me explain some of the margin in here. And then I'll get back to you guys on more details on this, because I might run into the same issue that you're having right here during the live demo. We'll take a look. I know it's an issue. We're trying to fix it. Okay. So anyway, so yeah, I'm just to set orders and test this. This is not for trading purposes. We will get into more setups and trading, but I want to go through this and demo this for you guys first. So I'm going to be taking trades all over the place. All right, so just for the demo, just to get you guys up and running. All right, so one thing right off the bat. Note that limit is the stop type here. This is not a good idea to use. All right, use market. Okay, so you'll need to click on that and select market. This will allow you, let me show you why, okay, because you can place buy and sell stops in here. So let's go through an example. Let's suppose you want to be a buyer if you see a big green dot up in this area here, or price gets up there. So you can left click to be a buyer, but you need to hold down the shift key, and then in the trading window here to the right of the vertical white line, you can click here, right? But note that this is a stop, but it's a stop limit. So if the market comes up here and hits this order, it turns into a limit order, and you might not want that. So you can use your center mouse wheel to click on this and cancel that order, or you can cancel it here as well using these buttons here, right? Well, let's turn it to market, okay? And then let's just try to get filled in here. So I'm going to place my buy stop here by holding down the shift, and now you can see it's 0.1 stop. All right, and we're trending down. So I'm just going to move the left click, hold, and drag it from this tag here, and then let's see if we can get filled in here. Okay, it's probably just going to hit that liquidity. All right, great. Now let's see if I can get filled. Okay, so this is now a stop order. There we go. Okay, and then I will also place my my limit now by right clicking above current price up here. You guys can see the red, or the yellow line here is my theoretical average. Okay, that if I have multiple orders, for example, I scale in, you can see how it moves here a bit, right? Okay, so there, it just filled me. Okay, you can also just right click to set a market sell order here, and then now I'm flat, you can see, or you can just hit the flatten button. Okay. Yeah, it's a weird D. I'm sorry about that. We'll continue this discussion about the margin in here. Yeah, and please just reach out to support as well. They're going to know before I do. Okay, so let's see. The theoretical average, you guys, there are some add-ons that we're going to go over in the next couple of days that you do get access to, which is great. One of them is liquidations, and I think this theoretical average you may see here. If you don't, we still have it as an add-on up in here that you can add. It is the break-even indicator, and I know I have it. We've done some more work to this one, so it's actually a little bit better. Oh, why I can never find them in here. And let's see. Sweeps, Execution Pro. I'll get back to you on that. I just don't see it here at the moment. I know I have it. Okay. I'll get back to you on that. Anyway, liquidations, make sure you have that selected in here. We're going to cover this one. It's a very insightful indicator. It works like stops do. It's even more powerful. Okay, so we're going to show that in a lot of the different setups in here. Okay, all right, so now let me double check here. Back in YouTube, did everyone get kind of set up here? Let's see. I believe so. Deborah, I had Bookmap support, download, and install. Yeah, that you probably didn't have the trading mode, Deborah, because you need to maybe install Bookmap 7.4 build 18 or 19. It should work, and then you'll need to go through and you'll need to install that trading simulator that I just showed you. Okay, that's really important. Okay, I believe that's what the add-on that creates this trading functionality. All right, so yeah, try that, Deborah, and then let me know how that goes. Okay. All right. Any other questions on getting set up and the process you need to go through? Okay. Another thing to do now, once you're all set up, I would recommend coming up to File and then saving your workspace as, and then let's just call it crypto competition. All right, there we go. Okay. Let's see, any other questions in here? Can you have the most recent Bookmap version on a separate device? Yeah, I mean, you can have Bookmap various versions installed wherever you want. That doesn't matter. You can have as many Bookmaps installed on as many machines as you like. Only one will be accessible at any given time, though. Yeah, that's not a problem. You can do that, Lucero. Okay. All right. Now let's start to get into. I don't know if there's any questions on the rules and guidelines, etc. And then we can start to get into more regarding the trading. So let me just take a step back here, go to competition.bookmap.com, and then we'll scroll down here a bit. We went through the prizes, time and duration. Okay, is that clear to everybody? So 12 p.m. UTC or 8 a.m. here Wednesday morning, New York time, right, to give any reference, to 12 p.m. UTC on Friday. So 8 a.m. Friday morning, it will be finished. Okay, trading instrument, that's clear. It's BTC USDT. Trading capital, let's go over this because this is really important. You will get $100,000 of virtual currency here, and this is your leverage and your margin. Okay, so what exactly does that mean? Well, how much can you trade in here? You want to try to win the competition. There's various ways of going about this. Let's just bring out the calculator here and make some simple calculations. Okay, so this instrument is, let's just go with 27,100, 27,100, right? Okay, so now we have $100,000. I'm sorry, so let's start with $100,000. Okay, and let's divide that by 27,100. Okay, that equals 3.69. Okay, so you can trade 3.69 at this very current moment with $100,000. You can trade 3.69 Bitcoin. Okay, you would be maxed out. Okay, now if you have a quick loss on this, you will not be able to trade that much. You'll be below your $100,000 at that point. Okay, so your margin or your balance will determine how much you can trade. Okay, now let's suppose that you were all in and you traded 3.69 and you had a small winner or a nice big winner, and let's say you're up $1,000. So now you have $101,000. You will have more access here to leverage, okay, or margin. At that point, you'd have 101,000, and then you would have at that point, with this current price, 3.72 contracts or Bitcoin that you can trade. Okay. All right. So that's however you want to manage your positions will determine, or your margin will be determined by your account balance. All right. So let's move on. Next question. Order types. So you can place market, limit, stop orders. You can use brackets and you can use also OCOs. However, they are client side, which means it is on your machine only. You can see that here, and it's managed by Bookmap. So that means that the balance here is going to determine your brackets. So be aware of that, because if you usually use brackets, for example, and you trade and you're hitting your margin, those brackets aren't going to populate. Okay, so yeah, let's see if I can duplicate that here. Okay, so I'll put in 3.6. All right, and let's just go long here. Okay, see, note how my brackets were canceled here. See that? So my brackets were canceled. And what you're going to have to do here as well is, I think we put the functionality where we can now trade the opposite side here. You can just left click in here and you will cancel your order. No, see, it didn't work here. You need to, because you don't have the margin, we're maxed out. So we need to hit flatten. Okay, that's how you're going to exit your position. Okay, so this is like real world trading. I mean, that's how it works. You do not, if you had a futures account or stock account or whatever, or another Bitcoin account, you cannot place other orders if you've already maxed out your margin. You will have to hit the flatten button. That's the only way. All right, so that is realistic. Okay. Okay, that is not an error. All right, let's see, any other questions? Batch, yeah, you can trade the entire 48 hours, no problem. No, only BTC USDT, only one instrument. Okay, and let's see, Alois, thanks for helping out here, answering some of these questions. Yeah, I know there's going to be a lot of questions in here, guys, so that's why I really want to take some time before the event, and so you're well prepared for the event tomorrow. Previous competitions, the format it's somewhat similar. This is all new for us, though. We're hosting this competition completely, whereas before we would work with a broker or someone else who had the simulated accounts. Okay, now we have a simulated account, so it's very different. No, we announced this last week, batch. So there was emails that went out last week regarding this competition. Okay. All right, so any questions on the order types in here? This is really important. We're getting down into the mechanics here. All right, if not, let's move on. The trading dashboard, the leaderboard is here. You can click on the link. It'll take you right to it. It hasn't begun, so you don't see anything. Okay. And determining winners. Yeah, well, that's pretty straightforward. It'll be when the competition closes here. All orders will be automatically closed at the market price when the competition concludes. All right. Yeah, there's a guide here that you can go through, and then also connect. I sent you that connection video. Okay, I'm not sure if we have it listed yet in the connection guide here from the Learning Center. Okay, but I put it into the link here. You can see it from our Bookmap videos here. Just click on videos. Here it is, connection for crypto guide here, and then going to share this with you again. Okay. All right, there you go. Yeah, okay, so some exchanges or brokers will allow you to be short and long at the same time. Um, I didn't test that. I'm not sure. Let's go through an example. Okay, so yeah, up here, let's say we're going to be short. Okay, it actually, see how it set my limit or my bracketed orders here because I have enough margin. It's 0.1 here. Okay, I'm actually going to cancel all the brackets here. Just click on cancel all. Okay, this is canceling orders. I'm still in the market, right? This is just canceling any open orders here. All right, that's important using these tools here. Now I am short, right? But let's hedge this. Can I be long? Well, actually, no, I cannot. If I hit market here, then you can see I'm just filled immediately. Okay, and now I am flat. Okay, so no, you cannot. I should have known that. So that's that. You cannot be long and short at the same time. You can have different orders in there though, for sure. Okay, so you know, let's place a bunch of limit buy orders here, and then we're going to hold down shift and then right click above here, and we should be able to, yeah, see, we cannot, it's rejected. I should be able to set some limit sell orders up here. Okay, let's just cancel all. Let's flatten. All right, and let's just set one here. Now I can't set any. Okay, now I can set one. Flatten. Yeah, I should be able to set one, yeah, here, and then I should be able to right click and also set one up here. Now I cannot. Okay, I should be able to set an OCO by left click and left click. Yeah, so you can see I set an OCO here, so I have one limit and one stop. Okay, so that's possible. But like I said, this depends on your margin. The bracketed and well, trailing stop, I mean, like any of these will depend on the margin that you have. It is client side. Okay, and let's continue on here. Yeah, hold on just a minute. Okay. All right, more questions in here. And then we'll get into the Q&A again here. Yeah, the document. You still can't choose trading mode, Thomas. Okay, so Thomas, did you try, do you have Bookmap 7.4 version 18 or 19? And then did you also install the trading simulator? Okay. Did you install the trading simulator? And then did you connect to Bookmap data the way that we just did? And the correct instrument? Okay, and then finally, what you need to do is open up this cross instruments trading panel. You need that as well. Yeah, Alois, it might be you cannot short 3. You should be able to short 3 if you have $100,000 in there. Now, note, you guys can play around with this until the competition begins, right? So this account right now is you can do whatever you want, test it, try strategies, etc. Okay, Batch, or you're just talking more about the hedging still. Yeah, you can place your other orders, no problem. You just can't be long and short at the same time. Yeah. Okay. All right, Thomas. That's the best I can tell you. I mean, I know those are the main issues for being able to trade. If you don't have that trading functionality, you need to have that trading simulator installed, and you need to have also Bookmap data with the correct instrument, and you also need to have this cross instruments trading operational here. Then you need to just select your size. Maybe that's it. Maybe you just didn't select a size here, and also maybe you didn't select trading from both here or the chart, whatever, and then that's it. That should do it for you. Okay. All right. Let's go back to the document here, or the web page for the competition, and we'll scroll down and let's go through some of the FAQs for you guys. Right. This is, I know this sounds like it's kind of pedantic here, or maybe a little boring, but let's go through all these details and then get it hashed out now before the competition starts, and then we'll start looking at the live analysis and various ways to read Bookmap to help you for your crypto trading. All right, so how to sign up, that's pretty simple. Click on the link here. It's actually not as simple as you think in a lot of cases. Let me just show you why here. I'm going to open it up in incognito, and we'll go to Bookmap, and then I click on the link to join here. Okay, and it takes me to the login here. Okay, so you will need to sign up, obviously, in order to download Bookmap, right? So you need to sign up. If you're a current user, just log in. If you're not, you need to hit the sign up button here. Okay, so click on that, and then you'll sign up. Okay, once you signed up in here, you can see this is for the competition, the registration. You'll sign up here, and then you get a confirmation. It'll take you finally back to this competition.bookmap.com web page, landing page. Okay, so that's how you sign up. Yeah, you can trade before the competition. We just covered all of that. Why isn't the trade competition showing up in the cross trading drop down? Okay, so we're covering that as well. Yeah, you need to select trading mode in the run options in the very beginning. Did you do that, Thomas, as well? Okay, otherwise, if there's not trading mode, you're done for in the very beginning. Okay, so the way that you can check that, Thomas, is by the lower right-hand corner. See that data live, trading real. Okay, do you have that? And let me jump over to Discord and see how things are going. Okay, D, I won't be able to watch this right now. Okay, so you're operator 19. Okay, I won't be able to watch this at the moment. I'll get back to you after the webinar finishes. All right, and Thomas, let's see here. You cannot choose. Okay, you should be able to choose the run option. So did you sign up for the competition, Thomas? So make sure you signed up for the competition. Then you should be, and then you download and you give yourself a username for the leaderboard. Then you should be able to go into trading mode, trading real. Okay, that's what the issue is. Why isn't the competition showing up in the crosshairs dropdown when you launch Bookmap? Okay, so yeah, you need to be in trading mode. Okay, and then you need to connect that trading simulator. These are, I mean, these are just the mechanics, guys, and this is what you need to do. Let's see here. Yeah, so did you connect to the, see it says Bookmap data, sim account down here, and it's connected, right? You need to see that as well in the lower, that's what this FAQ is about. In Bookmap in the lower right-hand corner, Bookmap data connected, trading simulator connected. Okay. I believe that's it. Let's go on to the next one. Can you use tools and third-party products in the competition? Absolutely. Use whatever you want. However, the big difference here is you will need to trade via Bookmap. Okay, that's there's no way around that. Okay, so that's what the competition's all about. Okay, actually, I want to show that here because what you can do is we have also like a longer term, higher time frame Bookmap data within our Bookmap web platform here. And you can log into this now too. All right, so because you can sign up here, but sign up through the event. And then you can log in here if you want to look at this instrument here. Go up, once you've logged in, you can see now I'm logged in, and then go up to multi-book here. Hover over it, and then you can come down and select BTC USDT for multi-book here. Okay, and then this will show up. Now you can see I have a month of data here within this web version of Bookmap. Okay, and this gives incredible insight. I mean, look at this liquidity down here, the bounce here, and the move back up to liquidity at 500 up in here. Okay, for a month of data in here. So big question up here, right? Big question. This is a double top up here. We can look at maybe the dots as well as the bars in here, and we can start to understand if, let's get rid of some of this information. If we have maybe exhaustion on this second leg up here, and actually, we see quite a bit of volume there. But it did not make a new high yet, and it's starting to drop. So, look at your higher time frames in here, and we may see a drop back down to about 26,500 or so, okay, where it broke out from here. Right. So yeah, use your use this as a resource here, and then you can jump into your lower time frame here within the Bookmap installed on your desktop version. Okay, to get that insight, and then you will be trading from here. So use whatever resources you can. You will need to trade from the Bookmap chart though. All right, and let's go back to questions and answers here, or FAQs. What needs to be set up before the competition? You have to have Bookmap installed. We went through that. Here's the guide here. This will take you to the knowledge base. We will have the video in here shortly. I'm going to put this link into the chat for you as well, so that you guys have that. All right. Also in Discord. There you go. And I didn't put the, let me put this into Discord as well. or the video connection video. All right, there you go. I'll put it once again into YouTube as well. There you go. So there's the video for connectivity. Yeah, sure, Sella. Practice your heart out. Absolutely. Play around with it and overtrade. Just note that, Sella, like we were talking about yesterday and Friday, you know, hone your trading style and your trading plan here. Okay, that's this is what it's for. Trade your heart out right now, and then you could take advantage of looking at some of these things. Like, actually, to be honest, if just off of what we've seen so far today, I was not anticipating this move here, this breakout move. It did not look very good to me. But here it goes. So now I am looking actually for 200 to trade. All right, but then again, we'll get more into the strategies here, and what to look for. I'm not looking for it immediately right now. Okay, I don't have something in the order book to help. Okay, I'm looking for this to maybe curl around and maybe for more on the bid here, and then other green dots to start to show up, okay, before I am interested in taking a position here. Again, this could be like a flag pattern, right? It's actually done it already. Leg one, pull back, leg two. Okay, now it might be a bigger flag too. It might be, leg one, pull back, leg two up into 200. All right, but we're going to go through the checklist, and I will provide you guys a checklist tomorrow for the competition. Okay, tomorrow, again, let me just show you again. I know I'm kind of all over the place here, but we'll go to the Bookmap Learning Center and our calendar here, and then scroll down here, 9 a.m. You can click on this and you can add this event to your calendar. This is for the crypto trading competition, the setups and events, and I will provide you guys with a checklist of what to look for. All right, for higher probability trades. See how if we had that checklist in here, we note how we didn't get those buyers in here, and we didn't get too much support in the order book either, right? So we wouldn't have gotten into this position, even though we're still looking for it to come up here to 200 due to this pretty strong breakout trade. Okay? Now we just haven't seen anything else support that though. All right, let's go back here and we looked at our higher time frame. And I just covered the calendar again. Connection guide in here and other resources in here you guys will see in this knowledge base link. Just keep scrolling through here. I guess this is only for connection. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's go back to FAQs. What's the deadline? Yeah, we covered that already. September 20th at 12 p.m. UTC, which will be 8 a.m. East Coast time here in the US. All right, so so the announcing of the winners, I guess that's going to take place on the 23rd here. Okay, but we'll have the leaderboard open, and you'll probably have a good idea, but we need to also go through some compliance issues. Need any assistance, reach out to support here. We also have our Discord channel that I showed you. Okay, so if you haven't already registered to our Discord channel or joined, I would recommend you do so. It'll be easier to follow here. Just go to the Bookmap Discord, and then under Bookmap trading competition here, you'll see the thread, right? And yeah, that's where I'll also post this trading resources and this checklist that I'll create for you guys. All right, let me double back here and answer any questions for you guys. Thomas, you got it. Great. Okay. You had to change your license key. Really? Okay. Okay. I think we're all set. All right, guys. Well, let's take a look here. So now look what we have here, right? Look at this. So let's jump in. Okay. Now that's a horrible entry, right? I'm not comfortable myself about taking this entry up here. But I'm just jumping in. I would have loved to have gotten in somewhere around in here, okay, and traded up to the top of the range. It gives me a little bit of like kind of leeway in here, right? I don't know if this buying will continue up here, but I'm just jumping in for the webinar here. And here's what we had going for us. We have we're looking for this. There's our move. Okay, now I'm going to exit this. Now watch this here. And this is why I'm going to exit here as well. All right. This is from observation in crypto. And we're going to cover this is a great opportunity to cover liquidations in here. Okay, now let's just go through this in here. All right, so I'm going to kind of double back in here. And we were surprised to begin with that we got this huge kind of move in here. Let's just hold on for a second here. All right, so we got this move here. Hold on. We got this move in here, which was kind of surprising. I don't see anything in here. I know there's heavy selling here and then pretty good buying in here, but then pretty good selling in here. So I really don't see any edge in here except for maybe something smaller time frame in here. And then this kind of popped up on the radar in here. Where did this buying all of a sudden come from? It's kind of odd. All right, well, that's a surprise. Well, then top of this range, there's liquidity up here at 200. Great. All right, well, then is this going to turn into a flag pattern for us? Right, so, and we weren't quite sure at first because this was kind of odd to see this out of the blue. And maybe this was our flag already. So we stayed out of it, waited for this pullback to unfold. And then look at they're starting to buy up here. It's not quite enough. Starting to buy more. It's looking pretty good now. It's looking much, much better, right? Okay, and then starting to buy more. Now, this big green dot in here is where this kind of, I saw that in real time. And it's like, well, hold on now. This is starting to unfold a bit, you know? And I would look for getting in somewhere around in here and then watching it very closely here at 27,180 because there's liquidity there. You know, this gives me a little bit of breathing room in here, right? Between this 172 and 180. Okay? We're looking for 200 to trade. Okay, that's the trade. That's the setup here, right? So we're looking for that, and this gives us a little bit of breathing room to, you know, trade up to here and then look for the breakout. So instead, you know, for the webinar here, I jumped in here. We also had a couple things in here that look good. The order book underneath here is now supporting it. There is some demand underneath here with some buying liquidity. Still 180 is up here, but there's a little bit pulled, but not too much. They're staying in. Now they're starting to pull. Okay, you can see it here. Yeah, you can see it here. So, you know, now we're jumping in and we're looking for it to break out. Now, we'd have to bear the pullback in here. It's not the greatest entry. Okay, but we're looking for it to work out. Okay, now it worked out. All right, a lot of times I place my limit sell and take profit right here. The reason being is I'm just looking for it to trade up to here. Okay, now I only had 0.1 on, so I took I wouldn't have much leeway in here or breathing room if I had maybe 2 positions in here. Maybe I saw this, see, like I would have maybe gotten in here and then maybe here as well. Okay, looking for this move to unfold, right? That averages in my cost a little bit better, and then I can place my stop down below here or here, okay, down below the swings, right? So pretty quick or small stop. Now what I'm looking for is the move to 200. I don't know it's going to do this, but note this with crypto, it does this a lot. And then it will retrace 100% and then even drop below that like it did here. All right, so I am going to get out. It traded into liquidity here, here, and here. And this is large trading. Now this is where I wanted to cover this and why I exited here. Okay, because I saw some selling starting to come in. Is we here. 8.2K. Actually, it's not a whole lot. In fact, let's go and let me show you this liquidations add-on in here. We'll go to the configure add-ons. Now, you all should have access to this. Okay, if you don't see it here, then this is where to go. Go up to your settings and go to configure add-ons here. Okay. I'm sorry. Well, yeah, you can do that, and then you can just add it here or like manage your add-ons here. So scroll down to the very bottom. Let's click on manage your add-ons. See where this takes you. Earlier we were in the add-ons section for our adapters for connecting. Now we're in our level 1 add-ons, which are our indicator add-ons. And if you do not see your liquidations already installed here, scroll to the bottom and you should see available for install. Yeah, see the break even point here? I'm going to install that and we're going to use that one. All right. And if you see your liquidations in here, click on that and install that. Okay, and then I'm going to come up here and now I installed my break-even indicator. It's down here. I'm going to select it. All right. So what I wanted to show here on the liquidation indicator, let's go back up here, click on it. We're looking at the base or quote currency in here. You can look at Bitcoin. This would be coins with the base, and the quote is USDT. So that's showing the liquidations in terms of thousands of dollars here, 8.2K. And it's not a whole lot, actually. I'm really surprised on this move here. So that tells us something too. Like, well, this is new buying potentially. I don't see a lot of liquidations there. But if we do see a lot of liquidations, and I thought we would, well, then this is like a stop run. And if we can get sellers down below this area here, then we're looking for it to potentially reverse pretty nicely, because it peaks up above that range like this. Okay, above all of this here, stops people out and then moves back down. All right, so this would be a false breakout. Okay, so you'll note that kind of behavior in crypto a lot. Using the order book within Bookmap here will be very helpful for you. Okay, you'll see, like we covered this yesterday a bit. Watch how you'll see some of these algos follow up underneath or on top here, and they will push this market. Okay, you'll see it here. We just saw a little bit in here, okay, that this algo kind of pushed it down like this. You'll see it all the time in crypto. Different markets, they trade a little differently. You'll see this in all markets, though. This is not just exclusive to crypto markets. All right, let me double back to and get to the questions here. I just went through kind of a lot of information here. Okay, looks like I'm all set up. We're all caught up with questions. Okay. For those of you who are new in here, then let me show you another thing I think you'll find very helpful is let's click on the Learning Center here. Okay, that'll take us to the Bookmap Learning Center and this market mechanics course in here. I would recommend, even for current Bookmap clients, maybe rewatch this course part 1 at least, and understand the market mechanics.
We'll go through some examples.
Okay, so understanding things like this in here, a best bid, best offer. These are very basic market mechanics. It sounds maybe too basic, but it is not. It is very deep, actually. These are how markets actually operate. You will see this in crypto probably even better than some of the other markets. Especially years ago when crypto was like at 10,000 or less, 5,000. It was amazing to see the amount of how these markets actually work. It was see how they're pushing up underneath here like this. They push it right into these limit. That's 153 coins here, pushing it into this limit sell orders up here. Okay. And see how now we found some sellers after that transition there, and now they're hitting right into this here, okay, and absorbing it. These limit buys now. Sellers are going to trade through it, I bet, here, and probably come right back down into 200 here. Let's see. See how they're just eating away at this right there. There we go. So it broke. Okay, right down into 200. Okay, so this is where this order book and Bookmap is going to be so helpful for you. You're going to be using liquidity probably a lot more than some of the other markets. Okay, because these market making algos here within crypto, they're pretty. I think they're pretty easy to read. It's pretty transparent in here. Right, so anyway, and if that is the case, then if you're looking for taking some maybe high leveraged very short-term scalps all day long, maybe that's a good strategy to take a look into. All right, so you know, pick your poison basically. Okay, so that's why I recommend that you come back and you watch this in here. I'll put this link into the chat for you as well. There you go. Oops, hold on. Did it go? See it in YouTube. Hold on, let me try that again. Okay. Yeah, okay, it went. Okay, so there you go. There's the link for that. Yeah, Alois, maybe remove the spammer in there. Sepri. I've reported him a few times. There, I just removed them. All right, let's take a look here, and I want to zoom out. We left off on the liquidation indicator, and how to start to look at that and use that. Well, look up here, 125,000 liquidations. Okay, the move that we saw here wasn't as big as we thought. It was only 22,000. Okay, sometimes you'll see a million in here. It's amazing. These are liquidations. I mean, these are people's like accounts being closed basically. They've hit their margin. These are margin calls. We see 197,000 down here, 23 separate events. It started here all the way through here. It's aggregated it into this one big event basically. Okay, now high liquidity getting filled and margin calls all the way down. So this is something to take a look at here. So you're getting high liquidity getting filled on the bid. You're getting basically like a stop run here, but it's even worse. And then look at where the buyers come in back up above this liquidity here. These can be great setups for potential reversals. Okay, and look what happened in here. Margin calls on the other side in here and then in here. 125,000 up here, 28 events. Okay, so these markets are this is how they operate. Liquidity or people's account margin or margin calls can be used as basically fuel to the fire in here, just like stops. Okay, so this is something to add into your checklist to take a look at. You can also look at, we've covered this, I don't know, a year or two ago when that liquidation indicator first came out. We noted how, you'll see a liquidation, pretty big a liquidation event, and then a retest up here, and you may see very few, right? So there's a divergence there, right? The market tested up here, and it just couldn't move higher. It didn't find liquidations here. Watch the sellers come in and trade it back down to this liquidity down here at 27,140. Okay, now I wouldn't recommend just going off of liquidations. You need to have other things in here that'll help you. Okay, so and in fact, let's take a small position here, and I just shorted by right-clicking below current price. Now we're not looking for much in here. We don't have a whole lot, but we do have liquidity here on the offer at the swing. We know sellers came in, and we know there's a swing here and down here, and there's liquidity here. So let's front run that liquidity down here, and I will left click in front of it, right? And that'll be my target here. Okay, now we can also use an OCO in here if you want to do that, because I just jumped in with a market, or you can use your brackets as well. Okay, like I said, these are client side, so this will mess or affect your margin in here. Okay, so but then this will be my stop up here, and I'll just get stopped out by I'll left click and hold shift down, and then down below here I'll just left click, right? So that'll there's my stop and there's my take profit. Okay, it's not looking good, and likely I'll just get stopped out here. Okay, but anyway, we're going off of, like we said, we didn't have anything great here, but it was this divergence here in the liquidations, and that's what we're going to add into looking at maybe a higher probability setup when we have that on our side. We just didn't necessarily have some of the other elements here on our side. And it still may play out, but it's not highly probable. In fact, let's do this. Let's move our stop up above the swing and this liquidity here. Okay, and then yeah, we'll keep our take profit down here, just kind of in front of this 140. All right, so anyway, we'll add that into the checklist for tomorrow. Any other questions? Okay, we got about 5 minutes here. So anything else you guys want to go through? There's another tool to use here. You may or may not see your balance in here. Okay, so in the trade control panel here, you can right click in here and configure, and you'll see what's available in here. So I don't have realized profit checked. If I select it, then you'll see it here, and it says R realized profit loss. Okay, so whatever you want to put in here, it's up to you. Use good to cancel. I would suggest using market for your stop order type here. I think by default it was limit, so be aware of that. This will be a stop here. Let's cancel this, and then I'll reopen. I'll flatten this, and we're going to reopen with brackets. Okay. All right. Now it created a stop here for my bracket. Okay, I thought it might. I didn't have this selected. Let's flatten again, and let's try it again. No, it created it. It did it right. Okay, that's good. But I would recommend using a market here. You want to get out of the market. And I'm about to get stopped here. And there we go. Okay, so stopped out. Now note, see how the bracketed order here, it hit my stop. I'm stopped out. My position is 0, and my take profit is canceled now too. Okay, you can use that if you like. However, it is going to eat into your margin power. All right, let's zoom out here. Let's take a look, bigger picture here and what's going on. Yeah, it's looking actually pretty good for the breakout up into 300 now. Let's zoom in here and let's take a look. Yeah, I'm gonna let this pass. It looks pretty good. I like it, but we're at the top of the range, and it's just not worth the risk here. Although I do think it's going up into this 290, 300. Okay, this is why I'm avoiding this here. Is that this is top of the range here, and getting in here is too much risk. Okay, if I got in here when this started to go against us in this little area in here, this looks pretty good. Okay, now it's through that liquidity in here, and I start to see a little bit more, so that helps us as well. Okay, and then see how the risk would be so much less. And instead of having a loss, I would have either a scratch trade or maybe a small profit. Okay, any other questions? You guys still hear me over on YouTube? And let's go through our higher time frame as well. Let's go back to that Bookmap web. Like I said, you guys can use whatever resources you want in here. Okay? There's our move. That's what we were looking for. It wasn't worth the risk. It really wasn't. You know, you have to be okay and let some of these things pass if you don't want to take that risk. Okay, because it could have easily, right in here, there's less buying here, and then it comes back down into this range and we see some selling. It could easily have come down here into 200 or lower easily. Right, so let's go to our bigger picture, Bookmap Web. We're going to use that. And hold on a minute. Connect. Okay, you need to sign in, and then also go to multi-book USD or BTC USDT. All right, now we're looking at 1 month in here. That's a bit much. Let's look at 1 day. For those of you who are using your candlesticks in here, so you know, look at this high liquidity up here at 500. Maybe this is your simple strategy. You're just looking for momentum up into 500 or maybe 28,000. Just make sure you go through the same kind of checklist in here that you're looking for. Okay, 2,500 or 27,500 looks pretty good. Okay, volume starting to pick up. Well, that's, you want to see the buy volume start to pick up here, and there's a little bit. Yep. So let's see if we can get that move up into 500 here in the bigger picture. You can also place your candles in here too. Okay, so maybe you're a candlestick trader, and you're looking at some of the swings in the candles in here. Right, so you know, by a candlestick analysis, you got to get it back up above this 300 here. The swing is up here, obviously, but you look at that candle, the big red one, pull back, big red one. Right, that's your flag pattern. Again, this would be your Gartley, your fib pattern, but we don't look at fibs. Fibs are a little nonsensical in my opinion, but it's a good Gartley pattern example. All right, so here we go. We're up at 310 now. Okay. Through 310, we went all the way back up into. So this was a nice breakout here. Okay, and we stayed away from it. All right, and here's our pullback. All right, no more questions. Yeah, now it's up at 360. Okay, so that we just missed that. I'm sorry. It looks like I keep on having to sorry about this, everybody. I have to keep on refreshing YouTube in order to see the latest questions. Yeah, Batch, you've got the idea. You're looking at that context between the large green dots and the liquidity, right? And who's winning the battle here? You know, who has more supply or more demand? Yep. And market's just closing in Europe. Okay, everyone's connected, right? Everyone's good? Excellent. All right, well, everybody, best of luck in the competition. Go for it. You know, have fun with this. Come to all of the events that we have here. We have a lot. Go to the Learning Center and you'll scroll down here in the calendar and you'll see the events in here for crypto. And then go to our hub is going to be, well, you have the knowledge base, but the hub is really going to be on our Discord channel. And it will be under the Bookmap trading competition chat room here. This is where we'll have the most updated information and discussions. All right, so we will see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. And go through more setups, trades, answer your questions, get you set up, whatever is needed. And then we will have later in the afternoon, we're going to have the 1 p.m. East Coast time webinar with John Slazas, who is a professional crypto trader who's been trading futures for decades before making the transition over to exclusively crypto. All right, so interesting move by John, and he's a complete expert. Right, so you might want to come to that webinar as well. Thanks, everybody. We will catch up with you, and good luck with your trading. All right, we'll catch up to you an hour into the competition tomorrow at 9 a.m. East Coast time. See you then. Bye-bye.